gosh, good morning. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Evelyn. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me for a fabulous Sunday morning. It is gorgeous right now. Perfect. It's going to get hot. I don't like the heat, but it's beautiful right now. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous weekend. Hi, Feline. Hi, Karen. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Tiffany Almeida. I'm with Pretty in Paper Crafts and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I go live every Sunday for Coffee and a Card where I show you 3 projects using Stampin' Up! Product, and you are going to love this bundle that I'm going to show you today. We're going to be using the Beautiful World bundle, which I will tell you was not my first cup of tea when I saw it. I was like, this isn't my style, it's not cute. And then Antoinette and I, a Stampin' Up! Sister from Erica's team, we joined forces and decided to challenge ourselves with this bundle and design a class. Well, the World of Good Sweet fever hit and I cannot stop designing with them. So you're gonna see I've designed a class, I designed In Color Club around it, and I did my Facebook Live today. So you guys are gonna be like, okay, we get it. You like the bundle. So I'm excited to show you those. Okay, whew, we got it. Okay, so this is the bundle that I'm talking about, the Beautiful World bundle. It is gorgeous. It's got some amazing dies, and I absolutely love it. You guys want to see the projects I designed for Antoinette's and I's class? I've got 2 cards. Look at this one. This looks like the old-fashioned notebook paper, and it's embossed with the words. So cute. This one is a magnetic fancy fold, so there's a magnet inside, and you open. Isn't that cool? And then this last one is a cute little suitcase box. This box is so big, you guys. It could hold so many cool things. And it opens like this. Isn't that cute? So those are my projects, but Antoinette's are like 10 times better. So you're definitely gonna want this this class. Okay, so let me put these out of the way. So the Beautiful World bundle is absolutely stunning, and I think the big thing about this bundle is actually the designer series paper. It's really, really beautiful. So let me get into the projects that we're gonna do today. I had to use one of our mini paper pumpkins and make a cute little suitcase. Now this is paper pumpkin. These mini paper pumpkin boxes are fabulous, and they are so big, and they can hold so many wonderful things. And I'll tell you a little funny story. So I asked my daughter, I said, look at this little suitcase. What should we fill it with? And she goes, well, what goes in a suitcase? And I said, well, well, something like as a gift for travel. And she goes, well, clothes and money. I said, well, that's a typical teenager answer, clothes and money. So there you go. Now you have some ideas of what to put inside the suitcase. Now I saw this, this idea from a fellow Stampin' Up! Sister, Deborah Harrison, who is absolutely one of the most amazing, talented people I know. And she designed a suitcase. And so I said, oh my gosh, the mini paper pumpkin, that is just perfect for a suitcase. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. This is really easy too and super fun. All right, now we're going to make this fun little suitcase. And I loved the idea of putting toiletries in here. You know, if you have a child or a relative or somebody that's traveling for the first time, you know, you fill a little box with toiletries or some snacks or a gift card even. You know, maybe you bought an airline's gift card or something to put inside. I think there's lots of endless ideas for that. And isn't the mini paper pumpkin the most perfect box to use when you are making this suitcase? I love it. So if you're not familiar with the mini paper pumpkin boxes, they look like a normal paper pumpkin box, except they're smaller and they're white. And so what I did was I actually colored my paper pumpkin box so that it's the same color as the designer series paper. So we're going to do that first. And the way that I did it was using a sponge brayer and Misty Moonlight ink. Okay, here we go. I can fly with that suitcase. I can't fly, but adorable for gift card. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could fly with that gift card either. So here we go. We're going to ink this up. I'm just passing my sponge brayer across the ink. And then be really careful because you can get lines. Sisters of Traveling Stampers gift box, Terry. Yes. So I have a retreat that I'm doing. I'm calling it Sisterhood of the Traveling Stamps Camp. It's my retreat that I normally like to do in person, but it's not looking like it's going to work out that way, but we'll see. We still have high hopes. But there's also a to-go option. And the to-go option is basically you get everything that happens in the retreat, but it's mailed to your door so that you can do the retreat from home. And for some of you, it's too far to travel. If you don't live in Washington State, it's not realistic to come. But the fact that you can get it to go is just really neat because then you can feel like you were there and you get all the treats and all the special things that come in it. So my retreat comes with a $50 goodie bag. So it has $50 in Stampin' Up! Product. It has 6 make and takes. It has 4 gifts, like things that I've made for you, whether it be, well, I'm not going to tell you, but there's little gifts from me, little surprises. And it also comes with a personalized bag. I had bags made this year with my business name and the name of the stamp camp, which I'm really excited about. And just lots of fun. And normally it's this whole weekend full of fun, but since we can't do it that way, I'm going to be doing a Zoom, a day Zoom retreat, which we did in May. So if you do this to go option, then you can join me on Zoom and we'll make the projects together and talk and do door prizes and have fun, and you guys can ooh and ah over the kits that you received. But payment for those is due by August 15th. At the latest possible is August 15th. So if you're interested in Stamp Camp and you want to join us, whether it be locally or to go, let me know and I'll send you the form, because yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so as you can see, I've just colored this whole paper pumpkin as I was talking, and you can kind of see lines on it. You're not really gonna be able to tell. Can people from Canada participate? Unfortunately, Carolyn, because it comes with Stampin' Up! Product, I can't. I know, it sucks. I'm so sorry. I hate that there's that restriction, but you probably know this, that shipping will kill us, but also Stampin' Up! Has restrictions from what am I trying to say? International restrictions. So unfortunately, as much as I would love to have you, it's against Stampin' Up! Rules. Darn it. But you should totally talk Ashley into doing one. She's got to try a retreat. I know, I'm so sorry. But Ashley would make an amazing one. I'll talk her into it. I'll work on her. We'll work on that. Dawn, you say your email is, you want to come to the retreat to go, Dawn? Is that why you're giving me your email? All right. Dawn Klein. Now, are you related to Linda Klein? Linda's on my team. Probably not. I'm sure there's way more Kleins out there in the world, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Okay, so I have gone and folded all of the edges of the mini paper pumpkin box, and I also pushed out these little things that were here. That's a really important step that I think a lot of times people forget to do, is punching out those little pieces, because this is where the thing is going to hold everything in place. You know, yeah, I know, Jenny. Can't afford everything. I understand that. Okay, so how to put this paper pumpkin together, paper pumpkin box, is to fold up these 2 side tabs and then wrap this side around, and these little edges are what's going to pop into the holes and hold those sides together. See that? So we're going to do it again, right over here. Sometimes you get these little boxes and they're like, how does this thing go together? And so that's why I'm kind of taking my time to show you. So the other thing you do is tuck in your 2 sides here at the lid and fold them down, and then tuck in your 2 side little things. They go in this little side pockets that were formed on the box, and you just slide those in. Okay, so there's our box, and it's blue, and my fingers are blue, and my workstation's blue. Everything's blue. Does it make you think of that song? Oh, sorry, Nathan. It is September 11th through the 13th. Are you going to come to Washington State and join me? That would be awesome. Now, like I said, if we can't do this in person, we're going to do the Zoom, and I haven't set the date for that yet, but it will probably be a Saturday, whether it be the Saturday the 12th of September for the Zoom, or if I end up having the local retreat, then I'll do the Zoom one the week after, the weekend after. So just know that everything's kind of in limbo. We're like waiting. Is COVID going to ruin this for me, or can we still do it? Ugh, it's just tough. Okay, so now we pick our designer series paper, and I don't know. So the problem is I used up all my pretty blue paper. So now I have to decide on a different paper. And these ones are much darker blue, so they don't quite match the paper. I guess I'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. We'll do one that matches that card we made. How about that? That way they can go together and they'll match. Matchy, matchy. So what you need to do is cut your piece of designer series paper down. It will be 5.5 by 12. So we'll just put this in 5.5 by 12. Okay, so we have that. Put the other one aside. Oh my gosh, Jenny, that would be amazing. I would love to travel around and see all of you guys. That would be a dream for me to go visit. So now we're going to take this wrap and create, wrap this around. And I have started to do this with all of my wraps. So what I do is I want my ends to be in the back where they aren't going to be seen. So I want my start here in the front, and I just kind of pinch the corner. And then I take it off the box, and I actually just take a second and burnish that edge. So I get a nice edge. I wish that would be amazing. I heard something about Zoom, so my ears perked. Yes, so I will be doing a Zoom for To Go people. It just depends on when. If I can do the one in person, then it'll be the weekend after. If I can't, then it'll be the weekend of. So yes, I have lots of people who get the to-go option because, they just can't travel or they don't want to risk it with COVID, and all of those things are totally understandable. I just didn't want COVID to be the reason why I couldn't do my fall retreat. I'm not going to let COVID win, you guys. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to pinch this last side here. So can you guys see what I'm doing with this wrap? Is just forming the wrap and pinching around the sides. And then we're going to adhere these down. So I'm going to use tearing tape. Now, when I do this, I don't glue it down to itself. I don't glue it down to the box because I want it to slide off, because you obviously want to get into your box, right? Whatever you put inside of it. So I'm putting tearing tape on the outside of one edge and inside of the other, so that when I fold this over, it will glue to itself. Okay, and then it's loose enough that I can slide it off and on the box. Okay. So the next thing is we need to make our little straps. I love these straps. This is probably my favorite part of this. So if I get my faux suede ribbon and these little antique slides and corners. So these little slides are like little buckles. Aren't they cute? So we're going to use those. I love this part. Okay, so here's what I did. I took one of the slides and I strung it through the ribbon. Social distance tents in my yard. Have a camp out in my backyard with the ducks and the dogs. I don't know. That doesn't sound very appealing, Terry. Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't really need to do that, actually. I'm going to take this off. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So here is my strap that I'm going to start. And I have my buckle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the top here. And then I'm going to kind of glue to hold it in place around it. So what I'm going to do is turn my ribbon upside down, put adhesive on this very end here. I just use tear and tape because it's easy and not very messy and strong. And I'm just going to put tear and tape around in sections. Oh, this is twisted. Oh boy, I screwed up, didn't I? I always do this live, so I'm not even surprised anymore. And now it doesn't want to come off. I might have to start over. Yep, I'm starting over. Go figure. Silly ribbon. Okay. Give me my slide back though. Okay. Let's start over. Let's start over. So I'm going to string this through. Put glue on the end. Okay. I'm going to wrap this around. I'm going to determine how much I need. So I'm going to cut it right here at the end. Okay. So I'm going to take glue and glue it right to the top. And I like to leave my slides unglued because maybe I want to shift them up or down or whatever. And maybe I don't have them very straight. So yeah, I like to do that. And then I'm going to put another piece of tear and tape at the top to glue the other side of the ribbon. So wrapping this around, making sure it's flat, glue it down. And then I'm just going to trim off the excess. Okay, so all the seam is going to be at the top because I'm going to hide it with my handles. See how we are there? Strategic, strategic. Okay, so one more time. That was a lot easier that second time, wasn't it? Yes, down home at the farm. Oh my gosh, too funny. Okay, so we are going to, again, and one of the things, no, I'll just put it right here on the ribbon. I like to glue it on the ribbon because I want to determine where, you know, how far spaced I want them. If I put the glue down on the paper first, then I can't necessarily decide where I want it. Okay, so I put the glue down there, wrap it around, and then put another piece right here on top. And this glue really sticks to this ribbon, which is nice. So you know how sometimes the ribbon doesn't stick to the tear and tape as well? This one does. It sticks really well. Okay, so there's our little wraps. Isn't that cute? Probably my favorite part of this little bag is these little straps. These could be suspenders too. Wouldn't that be super cute? Suspenders. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna make the handle. So the handle is a piece of early espresso and I cut it at 5/8 of an inch by 5.5. So 5/8 by 5.5. And I'm gonna score it at 3/8 inches on each end. This is gonna give it a little crease. 3/8. Okay. Now, this is a very important step. It's the bone folder. And you want to curl the center of your handle. If you don't do this, you're gonna get ugly folds in your cardstock and it's not gonna look like a handle. It's gonna look very ugly. So I'm folding these score lines back and I've got this nice little rounded handle now. All it took was just a couple passes with the bone folder to get a nice little curl. Now we're gonna take our tear and tape again because tear and tape's really strong. It's a good adhesive to use for these things. And put tear and tape on the handle on both ends. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Does anybody see the green button too? Could this mean we could break in this live stream? Do it. Hit the button, Jamie. Hit the button. What's the green button do? What is a green button? That's weird. Okay, so now I'm gluing the handles on top of the ribbon. This hides the seams, which is just what we want. Cold finger bone folder. You don't want to know what my friend calls it. You do not want to know what my naughty little friend Melissa calls them. Everybody that comes to my classes and Melissa's there, they get a nice little shock. I love it. All right, so one thing I'm adding is these little Gilded Gems right at the top. They look like little brads, like they're holding the handles down. It makes it look a little bit more realistic and less like paper. You guys see what I did there? So these are the Gilded Gems. I love these gems. And now to make a label that has our little tag on it. And I'll show you the die set that I used for this tag are the new Hippo Happiness dies. This is called the Hippo and Friend dies, but it's part of the Hippo and Happiness bundle. And I use these two little stitched shapes to make this label. Isn't that the coolest? I love these dies. It's got these fun labels. I love it. So many layering labels. Very cool. So we need a piece of Whisper White and a piece of Misty Moonlight, because we're going to do the larger label in Misty Moonlight and the smaller one in Whisper White. So let's cut those real quick. All right, so we're almost finished here. We just have to put this cute little label together. So what I did was I stamped the sentiment in Early Espresso. And this one I put Adventure Awaits, because how appropriate is that for this little suitcase. And the little part of the A does go off the label a little bit, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But if that bothers you, then find a bigger label. Okay, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and glue this label down. That was a lot of glue. That was a big gob of glue. Trying not to smudge the ink because it's probably not quite dry yet, but yep, not quite dry. I'm spreading ink. Okay, so once you've got your label glued together, I always have a handheld punch ready. Barb has a green button too. Oh, so it's a request to join live. Oh, that green button. Nathan, you want to push it and join me live? So you can request to join me live. So for example, if Ashley and I were going to do a Facebook Live together, or I wanted a guest stamper, then you could push that green button and I could say, yeah, let them join live. That's a cool feature. But I'm curious why not everybody has it. Maybe if you don't have a video, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I have linen thread. I punched a hole in my label. Now I'm just stringing it through and I'm going to do a double knot here. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. I love, Terry, this idea for the traveling, Sisterhood of the Traveling Stamps little travel bag. Oh, so cute. You guys, I love it. I hope you did too. I'm in love with these, with this bundle. Thank you so much for watching me. I have lots going on, lots of deadlines this week. So if you're not quite sure if you signed up for everything you wanted to sign up for, message me, because there's lots of deadlines. The catalog goes live on Wednesday. I'm so excited. I'm sure you are too. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me on a Sunday. Have a fabulous week. We will see you next week for more crafting fun. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.